I mean, you're up on stage holding this sucker, you're just like, yeah! As everybody knows, time is money. What's up everyone? Welcome to S-TEC TV. I'm Tony, and if you haven't figured out by now from the video title, the graphic you clicked on, or the gear that's in front of me, we're talking about the new Shure SLXD wireless system. This was just recently released and it's gained quite some interest, but also some questions. So we're here to answer those questions and help you learn about it a little bit more. But first, before we dig into it, a little bit of housekeeping. Click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're always releasing new videos for you to learn about the products that we represent. We are the Peter E. Schmitt Company. We're a manufacturer representative for the New York metro area. As mentioned, we're here to help you learn. So let's start with a little bit of history. Shure SLX Wireless was released back in 2004. That's 16 years ago. It changed the game of wireless audio. But just as all technology, eventually it needs an update. And so, Shure has updated SLX to SLXD, featuring 24-bit digital audio, frequency range of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, 120 dB of dynamic range, super solid RF stability, Shure quality audio, all at a price point that people love. SLXD, it's a home run. So let's talk about the RF of this system a little bit first. You've got 3 different frequency bands available within the United States. Each frequency band is 44 megahertz wide. And within those 44 megahertz, you can fit 32 channels of wireless. I'll let you do the math there. But before you get ahead of yourself, keep in mind, RF audio is very, very much based on your location. You won't be able to do as many channels in the middle of New York City in Times Square as you would out in the middle of Pennsylvania. So before you do any purchasing or designing of a system, always head over to the Shure Wireless Frequency Finder. This was just recently redesigned, and it will tell you how many channels of wireless as well as which frequency band is best suited for your location. So always reference that first. The RF output on the transmitters is either 1 milliwatt or 10 milliwatt. It's really low, so you don't have to transmit as much RF power, which makes your RF environment so much cleaner and more efficient, which, because of how limited the RF range is getting, that's a really crucial thing to have with your wireless system. I already kind of started on the hardware here, but let's go to the receivers first. These are Shure quality. They are solid, like literally solid. They're made of metal. We've got the single channel receiver, the SLXD4, as well as the dual receiver, the SLXD4D. The dual receiver is really cool because you have 2 channels of wireless, but you only have 1 power supply and 1 pair of antennas. And that just makes multi-channel deployment that much easier. So let's put together a scenario here. You want to use 8 channels of wireless. You have 4 dual receivers plus a UA844 plus SWB. All of that is powered off of the UA844 plus, and the RF is combined through that as well. So now you only have 1 pair of antennas and 1 power cable for all 8 channels, which is really nice. If you wanted to move up to 10 channels, you can use the Cascade port on the antenna distro and just use a single power supply with this. Now you got 10 channels. Say you want to do 10 channels and you have the single channel receivers. With that, you would need 2 UA844 plus SWBs as well as a pair of UA221s. In order to make it off of 1 pair of antennas. So, multi-channel deployment is just that much easier with the dual receiver. On the front here, we've got a power button, we've got a button knob for each of the receivers, you've got an exit button, a sync button. The LCDs are inverted, so it's white on black instead of black on white, so it's a lot easier to read in a dark atmosphere. Then all the way over here, we have our IR sensor for the scan and sync function. We'll get into that a little bit later. It's the same thing on the single receiver but for a single channel. On the back, we've got the 2 antennas, A and B. We've got a power supply input. We've got XLR outs for each channel, as well as 1/4-inch outs for each channel, and a network port. We'll get into the network port a little bit later and what that's for. The single channel is the exact same, just for a single channel instead of the dual. So, transmitters, handheld, SLXD2. This is made of metal as well, really solid. So, when you're holding this thing, it just feels really nice. It just makes you feel that much more confident. I mean, you're up on stage holding this sucker, you're just like, yeah! I mean, come on. It just feels so nice. You've got the interchangeable capsules, just like the higher tier wireless systems. Everybody loves that. So you can purchase this system with the tried and true famous SM58, or you can also get it with a Beta 58 capsule, a Beta 87 capsule, a KSM 8. There's a lot of options that you can purchase the system with. On the front of this guy, you've got a power switch, as well as a menu and an enter button. In between those is the IR sensor for the scan and sync, an LCD screen. You can get 8 hours of battery life off of a pair of AA batteries, or you can get the SB903 battery, which is a rechargeable. Now this is really nice because the battery life will then tell you hours and minutes that you have left. So you can be fully confident in how much battery life you have left. The battery options are the same for the SLXD1, the newly designed body pack. This is really nice because it's made out of a polycarbonate ABS, so it's really lightweight, only 3.1 ounces. I mean, I'm literally like tossing this thing like nobody's business. It weighs nothing, and this has the batteries in it. It just feels so lightweight, it's awesome. It's ergonomic design with the curves, and it's thin. The buttons on the side here, you've got a menu and an enter button. On the other side, you have your IR sensor for the scan and sync. On the top, you have your locking TA4F connector, your little antenna, and your power. You can purchase this in a few different configurations. You can get it with a 1/4-inch cable, a Beta 98, a WL185, or a headset mic. So you've got a lot of different configurations, 8 to be exact, with the body pack transmitter, which is really nice. Each of these units can be purchased individually as well as part of a package. In total, you have 18 different configurations here to purchase from. As mentioned, another feature added to the SLXD wireless system is scan and sync. This is really nice because the network ports on here, if you network all of your SLXD receivers together into one network, even if it's just a local network, you can then scan off of one receiver channel and deploy channels to your entire system. It just makes deployment and setup that much quicker and easier. And as everybody knows, time is money. SLXD is perfect for schools, churches, performance venues, wherever wants high quality digital wireless at a great price point. This system is super easy to set up, it sounds great, it's budget friendly, and it's Shure quality. For more information, you can click on a link down in the description below, or you can just type in shure.com/SLXD. If you have any questions, you can also leave a comment down below and we will get back to you, because that's what we do. We, as a manufacturer representative, are here to help you learn about these products. So feel free to reach out to us, the Peter E. Schmitt Company, or any other Shure representative across the country. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something.